that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Jen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
And now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Jen T. Twitter and Instagram at GenT523. Well, as you can hear, my voice is terribly fucked up, but not as bad as the episode that I recorded earlier. Yesterday, I tried to record the show with little to no voice. I have been out partying with at Fonzo and Don't Die and at Feline Mob for her birthday. And unfortunately, I lost my voice. Who else was there? Oh, Jeffro Records, fucking Jiu-Jitsu Bear, Jordan, the Mighty Boognish, of course, and Jeff's brother. I don't remember which one, though. You can scold me about that later. Who else am I missing? Butterballs was there. We had a great time. But unfortunately, of course, my voice got super fucked up because it was a loud-ass restaurant with music, outdoor music, TVs, and just a whole lot going on. But as I was stating earlier, I recorded probably one of the worst episodes I've ever recorded. And see, normally I record bad episodes, but at least I'm proud of the bad episodes I do. This episode that I recorded was so bad, I had to hit delete, but I'm saving part of it so you can hear some of it at the end because it was fucking bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, no. Like, as I was recording, I was just like, did you just say that? Are you? Oh my God. You got one sponsor and you're about to lose it. The contract hasn't even started and you're about to fucking lose your one sponsor. It was so bad. So bad. So I said, no, I must re-record something terrible that I am proud of. And that is what you are hearing right motherfucking now. Now, with that being said, obviously my voice is still kind of fucked up, but I'm going to do the best I can. My voice hurts like a motherfucker, but like I said, not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was just out of this world. I've got so many things to talk to you about. Update on that second date. Oh my God. Customers of the week. Mother's Day. And of course, UFC stuff. And then some current events. And then we're going to get the fuck out of here. Okay, because I got to shut my voice down quickly. It's time for Customers of the Week. So Monday, I was helping another customer, and this lady who's a fucking schizo, who's just a flat-out weirdo, was like, just comes in between me and another customer and just interrupts me while I'm helping them and just goes, "Where's my stuff?" I'm like, I'll get with you in 1 second. And she's like, "Okay, well, just tell me where it's at and I'll find it myself." I'm like, "All right, cool. It's over there." So I went back to helping my customer, and the lady comes back and she goes, I can't find it. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm done helping this lady and I will show you. So I show her where it's at. I tell her exactly where I follow my exact directions to a T, exactly where I told her it was at. And she goes, let me find it. And then turns around and proceeds to punch me in the arm so bad that it was stinging. And mind you, I'm wearing so it's Muay Thai on Monday. So I'm wearing a t-shirt, my work shirt, a jacket, and I felt that shit through all three of those, okay? She punched me so hard my arm was stinging. She goes, whap. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. And I just stared at her and I was like, you fucker.
You fucking Momo.
Are we supposed to fight right now? I mean, I know you're over 60, but I have no problem. If you're going to make a fist and punch me in my arm so bad that it stings, we got a fucking problem. Sweets, we got a problem. Let me clock out and let's go outside. I was like, what the fuck? And I just looked at her for like 2-3 seconds. I just stared at her. And then she just looked at me and was like, choke off. I was like, okay, I'm going to excuse myself before I lose my job. I was so mad. I was like, why do you need to touch me? Why are you assaulting me right now? I didn't ask you to touch me. I didn't ask you to punch me. I just showed you where your stuff is. You're supposed to say thank you. If you want to be a smart aleck and say something stupid, go right ahead. I need the material for my show. But the fact that you are now punching me, she made a fist and punched me in my arm. I just don't understand why this is happening. I'm just like, oh, is this a test? Because I really want to punch you in your face right now. But I didn't. I walked away and I told my coworker and they're like, wow, she has no idea who she just punched. And I was like, I know, right? Because I'm the person that loves to punch people. So I just walked away, minding my own business. But I was just like, wow, lady, what the hell? A simple thank you would have done. Good. Then shortly after that, the motherfucker's mom came in the store. Now, if you guys remember the motherfucker from a couple episodes back, this is the guy who's like north of 55 years old, who lives at home with his mom, who has the most insane amount of plastic surgery done. And she sends him to the store to buy all this weird ass shit, like fucking lube for her fucking hemorrhoid pills, her fucking weird stuff, man. Just weird ass shit. She fucking looks like Joan Crawford from Mommy Dearest. No wire hangers. Christina, Christopher, damn it. Oh my God. She looks like Joan Crawford to a T. So she came in the store and I told my coworker, I was like, oh no, here we fucking go. And she had the fucking Joan Crawford fucking tracksuit on with the headband, like she had been doing her little jog, like just in the movie. And I said 3, 2, 1. And I was like, oh go, here we go. And she goes, excuse me, darling. Hello. It is me. I'm the motherfucker's mom. The reason why I call him a motherfucker, because I low-key think that he is fucking his mom. Because why else would you be 55 years old living at home with your mom, who's perfectly healthy, who has a husband, she has her own business, plastic surgery up, she has the titties of a 25-year-old. Her face is fucking pulled back so far. I don't even know how she has eyeballs. And the fucking lips are done. The teeth are done. And she's just like, everybody look at me, chicky boom. Like everything is just like chicky boom. Check out my new buttocks, chicky boom. Hey, I got Botox, chicky boom. Look at my fillers. Look at my cheeks. Look at my bum implants, chicky boom. Everything is just a scene with her. So today I was just like, oh, here we go. Here comes the motherfucker's mom. I was like, and she's like, hello, darling. I'm having a problem with my colon, of course. And I was like, oh, God. Oh, God damn it, man. Please leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you, ma'am. I was just like, oh, I need those pills for your colon. The one that your coworker recommended, but he doesn't work here anymore. But I need your help, and my son is busy. He couldn't help me today with my colon pills, so I must try and find them myself. do you know what they look like? And I was like, ugh. Ma'am, I don't want to know what your colon looks like, ma'am. I already know what your outside looks like. I don't want to know what your inside looks like, okay? Please get the fuck away from me. Yes, here they are. Are the colon pills going to look different from other colon pills? I'm just wondering. Usually my son gets all of my things for me. So I'm just like, how the hell do you not know what supplements or vitamins you're taking? You're the one who's taking them. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm just thinking like, her son comes home. Hey, Mom, I got your colon pills. Oh, good, darling. Let me bend over. Mom, how much lube do I need to use to put the pills in? Darling, I don't want any lube. Fucking bitch, oh my God, motherfucker's mom. This bitch is nasty as fuck. So I show her colon pills and I politely excuse myself away immediately. I'm just like, yep, here they are, bye. Because I don't want to stay there and talk to her because she's this kind of person that wants you to keep asking her questions about herself because she's obsessed with herself. I was shocked to hear that she's a dentist, a local dentist, and I was just like, how do you have any clients? All you do is talk about yourself all day. Yeah. And then I remembered, oh yeah, this is the perfect job for a dentist because you've got all your little accoutrements in their mouth, right? Or you got them all gassed up and you just talk about your fucking self the whole time. People are unconscious and you're just drilling in their mouth and you're talking about your tit job. I'm just like, oh my God, this is the perfect job for the motherfucker's mom. So after she left, I was like, phew. Well, at least it wasn't too bad. And then she comes up to me and she goes, darling, hello. It's just me again, the motherfucker's mom. Listen, you need to do something about the women's restroom. And I was just like, oh my God. Do I look like a fucking janitor? I sell vitamins. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the plumbing in the bathroom. I don't give a shit. That's your business. I'm over here selling vitamins. Leave me alone. I was like, oh yeah, well, what's going on with the bathroom? Because I need material for my show. She goes, listen, darling, listen. The women's bathroom is a farm. It's a farmhouse. There is just excrement everywhere and paper towels and toilet paper on the ground. And the smell. I almost thought somebody died in there. You need to send somebody urgently to take care of this. I was like, I don't know about the bathroom, but I'll get somebody for you. Bye. And then she caught my boss and was just like, look at my new lips, darling. And he's just like, hi, how are you? Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah. See you later. So I told whoever is in fucking charge of the bathroom, she's like, I know you're lying to me. You just want me to go in the bathroom. I was like, I'm not bullshitting you. It's fucking motherfucker's mom. She says the bathroom is a fucking pigsty. She's like, I just did a bathroom check. I just initialed the paperwork for the bathroom, showing that it is clean and doesn't mean to be checked for another 45 minutes. This bitch straight up trashed the bathroom herself. She said, I just came out of there. So that is physically impossible that bathroom is a mess unless she did it herself. So the motherfucker's mom straight up trashed the bathroom and then tried to blame it on somebody else. Oh my God. So my coworker was pissed. She was like, I just left that bathroom. It was clean. And I was like, well, the motherfucker's mom went in there and said it was a fucking mess. So you need to go and clean it. And she goes, and I was just like, oh my God. And she's like, this bitch probably bombed the bathroom. And I said, you think? She just wants somebody to clean up after her. I was like, oh my God. Fucking ridiculous. And speaking of shit, here we go. Let's just get into the tea of the second date. So I'm going to keep it 100 because I always do. And, this girl, she's a sweet lady, very busy. I'm pretty sure, when you're attractive, you have options. So the fact that she may or may not have been into me, or maybe her thumb slipped, Who fucking knows? But my thought is this. You know, when you like somebody, you make time. That's just it. From the non-verbal cues that I got from our little 45-minute virtual phone call, I felt like she was kind of interested, but not. The thing for me was I was excited. I was buzzing. Now that I've had time to marinate on it, because within the first week, I was like, well, wait a minute. You know, I've been around. It might have been a long time since I've been on a date, but based on previous experiences, even though they were a long time ago, not much has changed with women. And what I do know is this: when they are into you, they text back. And they might not text back within 20 minutes or an hour, but they certainly text back by the end of the day. They don't wait no 4 days, 5 days to text you back. Now, this ain't her fault. That was just her trying to figure out how to tell me politely, I guess, or avoiding me was a way to be like, hey, I'm not into you. And I totally get that. But my thought is, my personality is, if I'm not feeling a vibe with somebody, I'm going to tell them. And so for me, I felt a vibe with her because she did jiu-jitsu. You know, she's in the game. And being in the game is where I want to be. I want to make my way up in the jiu-jitsu world. She's there. So my thought is, all right, cool. She's attractive. She's smart. She's got a cool job. She's got a good life. At least from what I can tell. I would want to connect with this individual. Now, what my body was telling me was I did not get the butterflies. However, I was willing to hang around to see what she would do. And because there was not a lot of doing going on, that was my indicator. But I hung around because I wanted to hear it from her that she wasn't interested. Because that's the right thing to do. You don't want to waste people's time. You don't want to waste your time. You know? But when I thought about the 3 or 4 days later and went, you haven't texted me, but you got time to be on social media, and that's cool. But just say so. I'm a Gemini. Okay? I can handle it. I might look like it. I might look like a Patty McFatty who's soft. But us Geminis, we're pretty cold-hearted. So when you shoot straight from the hip, we get it. But what I don't do well is indecisiveness or just like kind of leaving the door open, and it kind of felt like that. Not saying that I was led on, but there was just no communication at all whatsoever. And a part of me could only, I don't want to assume because I don't like to do that. What I could gather is that she wasn't into me, and I'm sure y'all picked that up just by the lack of me not saying there was a date on a second date. Now, you know, like I said, when you're feeling somebody, when you're vibing them, you start making things happen. You're trying to set something up. And obviously, when you don't live in the same city and you don't live an hour away, when you live across the country, the dedication has to be there.
Oh my God.
So for me, even though I really wasn't feeling the butterflies, I was willing to put forth a dedication.
So there we are.
Now, maybe somewhere down the road, something might happen. Cool. I'm leaving the possibility there. But obviously I know where she stands now, because after a week and a half of not hearing anything about a second date, I just said, hey, are you feeling this or not? And she was just like, you know, I'm all over the place right now. It's not a good time. Cool. could have said that 2 weeks ago, Ma. Save yourself the trouble, fam. Oh, man. Just trying to sort that out. It's like, oh, God, dog. I think I blew it. That first date, I felt that I talked a little bit too much. In that first date, I might have revealed some things I probably shouldn't have said. And maybe that might have hurt my stock. I know initially from the jump, I was just too into it.
So there we are.
My rule that I saved on my phone that I hadn't looked at a while is never like somebody more than they like you. I don't know if that's a good rule, but I felt like that's good advice, but I forgot that. And so I figured because, hey, she liked me on Tinder, I'm going to be into this chick. But now I totally understand now. I learned a valuable lesson that these things take time. Everybody, no matter it's, when you apply for a job, you're on 90-day probation or 60-day probation. With dating, I know now that it's got to be a 90-day thing. You do what you want, I'm going to do what I want. You seen somebody like me, that's cool. I like you. But at least have some sort of game plan going forward. There has to be some sort of intent, and I felt that there was no intent. That's just it. It's not a knock against her. I totally understand. When you look like her, you're going to date other people that look like you, attractive. And the best feature that I can get from people in public is that I have nice eyes. And I'm like, motherfucker, you forget, sometimes I'm funny. I'm fugly, but sometimes I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. I ride with that. I rock that hard. I know that I'm not the most attractive person, but at least I'm kind of funny. And I saw something cool today. I'm glad I saw something today because I really needed to see this on the gram. Somebody posted this and I'm like, yo, wow. This quote from the Q School Instagram, at the Q School. Follow them for, I guess they post different advice. It says, people can only meet you as deeply as they have met themselves. Matt Kahn. If someone doesn't allow themselves to feel deeply or honor their needs, they won't likely know what to do when confronted with you and yours. It's not about you. The first week of this whole debacle, I said, oh, it's something I did. Oh, it's the date. And part of it is true. But also it has everything to do with the person, how they accept what they're receiving. And for me, coming into the date with nervous energy is not secure. It doesn't show attractiveness. Nervousness or anxiety is not attractive. And so I came into that. I knowingly came into that date being nervous. And that's just because, like I told y'all, I haven't made it that far. I haven't made it to the date part in a long time because I just get ghosted after a couple messages. So the fact that I had even made it to the date part, to me, was, I guess, the part that I was buzzing about or that I was excited about. Like I said, I'd love to be friends, and I told her that. It's cool. We can totally be friends, if she wants to. If not, do you think, boo? No hard feelings at all. Here, I know that some of my friends were a wee bit upset. As an understatement, but I told everybody just kind of calm down, just chill out, because first of all, she could probably kick most of your asses. And secondly, what's that worth about? Her not wanting this connection romantically is a good thing, because that makes room for somebody else who does want to have that connection with me. So and let's not hold up the line, okay? For whoever it is may be. Let's leave the line open for that spirit that needs to come in, and vice versa. I don't want to hold her up for somebody else because, like I said, she's a very attractive woman, and I'm pretty sure she's got a very long queue waiting for her. For a moment, I did take it personally, and then had a little chat with my therapist about it, and And she's like, you can't take it personal. People are people and they do things. You can't control people, places, things. You can only control yourself. And I knowingly me, once I kind of figured that out, I was just like, meh, I'm letting loose, fam. Like, initially, I was just going to let it go just to see how long she would last to not tell me anything. Holy shit. I was like, man, this girl, stone cold. She should do fucking negotiations for fucking Russia or some shit. Stone cold forever. But damn, I just was like, nah, I'm not that type of person. Like I said, I operate on things that are clear and concise. I need clear direction. I don't like you. This isn't working out. You just tell me. I know she's trying to be kind, but I don't do soft. That's not my nature. I know I might feel that, but I just don't do soft. I don't like that. It's weird, and because the honesty is really the best policy by far. And if you're in a certain relationship with somebody or you're just not feeling it, tell them. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. Don't hold up the person that they need to meet, because that's what you're doing by either staying in a relationship that's not working or maybe going on a date with somebody and it's just, you're just not feeling that vibe. Just let them know. Just be honest. I felt like maybe I could have been a little bit more honest with her in the beginning and be like, yo, I'm not getting the butterflies, but I'm trying to make this work for you, which is totally wrong, because it should work for both of us. And clearly it wasn't. So I'm glad it didn't work out, because now we can make room to potentially being homies. And I look forward to rolling with her on the mat and letting her know what time it is. I'm sure she's not listening. But if she is, let's roll. Set the timer for 6 minutes, James. But yeah. All right, cool. This makes way for somebody else who wants to be here, who wants to communicate, who wants to talk, and who won't mind that I talk too much. That's the other thing. I was just like, fuck. You fucked it up. You talk too much about yourself, or you just talk too much and it's weird, and you just brought that weird, nervous, anxious energy into the date, and that's not sexy to women. But then maybe there might be somebody who's cool with that. So I'm keeping the possibilities open now. I really feel like this was such a good learning experience for me, because before I had even articulated the words to figure this out, I was just getting the gay rage inside. Not that I was giving it towards her, but I just felt like we were both doing each other a disservice, and I don't like that. And so I don't like shortchanging myself, and I don't like shortchanging people, because, like I said, I'm a straight shooter. Other than my sexuality, I'm a straight shooter. So I went into class, and the coach had put up a new boxing bag, and I think that thing was up for maybe 24 hours. I was the first person to use it, and I just Mike Tyson that shit. I fucking hit that shit so hard. It was the uppercut bag. I hit that shit so hard that it came flying out of the wall. And when I say flying out of the wall, you can go to my Instagram page at Genti523. That shit was 2 metal racks holding it up, bolted to a piece of giant wood that was then bolted into the wall. And it snapped the wood and snapped a piece of the wall off. And the bag just came down. And I remember seeing it as an out-of-body experience. I just remembered going into that Mike Tyson space and just basically blacking out, hitting the uppercut bag. I just remember the coach was videotaping me and I was hitting it lightly. And then I just kept thinking about how this girl couldn't give me the decency to text me like, hey, I'm not feeling this. I'm just gonna leave you on red, or I'm just not gonna acknowledge your messages. And that's such a shitty thing to do, to be honest. Quite for my Jamaican fam, me Brit fam. It was a wee bit muggy, to be fair. It was just muggy. I can't even say wee bit muggy. It was just muggy. You know, if you're only texting once a week to answer simple things, then you're just not feeling it. You don't have to force a fight. Just tell me, you know? So I was feeling a bit mugged off, and I just kind of blacked out, hitting the bag, and all of a sudden the bag flew off the wall. And the training partner, Ryan, was like, holy shit. Did you just fucking knock the bag off the wall? Off the frame? Off the wall? You knocked the frame off the wall. Out of the wall. And I was like, I'm going to tell coach you did it. No! But I just had that Mike Tyson just like, I was getting there. I was just feeling it. And I know when I start to get the gay rage and I can't hear things. I'm blacking out. I can't hear the music. I can't hear the timer. And I was getting there and I was just like, man, why can't this girl just give me the common decency just to text me back? She's not interested. Why is this going on for so long? And it just kept spinning in my head. And then finally I just let it out on the bag. 2.5 weeks of just unnecessary emotions. Maybe I could have saved myself some grief by telling her, I'm like, hey, I'm not getting the butterflies either, fam. I was just holding on to this because I thought you wanted it. I was just trying to try and make it work just to see. But, you know, the lack of effort was all I needed to see. The non-action was a sign like I needed to hit the shoot sooner. So, again, I'd like to thank her, but I know she's not listening. And even if she is, Jesus Christ, woman. My God. No. We both could have saved ourselves a whole lot of energy. I mean, I don't know how much energy she put in there, but at least for me, it was enough to knock the punching bag out of the wall. We both could have saved ourselves from grief and just been like, hey, I'm not feeling this. You feeling this? Nah. Let's just be homies. It's cool. You know? No! I'm glad that's done with. Because now the both of us can move on to things that we really want. She obviously has to sort out some things. I already know what I want. I would like a relationship with someone who's willing to communicate and tell me what their wants and their needs are. And I will also try to do a better job about shutting up and just listening. And definitely, most definitely, not come into a date with nervous or anxious tension. I just totally fucked that up. But I know it's not like personal or anything. Just shit happened. You know, I was listening to a podcast today, The Art of Charm. I highly recommend. They give business advice. They give personal advice. They give relationship advice. Just how to be a better human being. The lady said, you need to say no more often so you can get comfortable with rejection. If you say no more often, then you're comfortable with the rejection concept and it won't bother you so much. And so a lot of times I say yes out of fear of rejection from people. It's attention, acceptance. What's the other one? Fuck, I forgot. But those are the two. I forgot the third one. I apologize. Maybe next week I'll remember. But yeah, we're all doing this. It's not just me. We're all doing things to get attention or acceptance from our peers or family members or coaches or pastors or whatever's going on, because that's just hardwired into our DNA. We can totally get those things, but we need to manage our expectations better. And I think that is where I went wrong. And so I did a little bit of cleaning. And I found my expectation hangover book that I need to finish reading, because that's going to solve me a whole lot of things, a lot of confusion for me. So I hope this little chat was helpful for y'all, because me venting about it was definitely helpful. Best of luck to her. Like I said, she's a sweet lady. Please do not, because I know how some of you are. I know how some of you are. Let me repeat that. So for the people in the back that can hear, please do not go and find this person and give her grief, because she doesn't deserve that. Yeah, things didn't work out. That's part of life. We're both just moving on to other things. And please don't give her grief or shit. I'm seeing that from people. And they want to cause harm. And I do not, she does not deserve that at all. So she's trying to sort things out. And I'm trying to sort things out. And maybe we can sort them out as homies. Or who knows? There might be an opportunity for love down the road. Who knows? I leave the door open. Will I wait by that door? Of course not. But I leave the door open to many possibilities. I'm vastly approaching a birthday, and I'm closing the chapter on 37, and I feel like 38 will be, as I get closer to 38 in the next couple weeks, just a reflection of how things have gone. And I've really learned so much about myself and about people. I am truly, truly thankful, blessed, however you want to look at it, that I get the opportunity to experience both good and bad things. Because, y'all know there was a time where I was ready to quit on myself and quit on my life. And now that I understand that there's just waves, there's just a process, and I have to trust this, and knowing what I know in my heart, what I want, that will come to me. And I posted it on the gram. I put in my stories because it deletes, but I know somebody following me needs to see this, and I posted it, and I felt good about posting it because I know that it's going to touch somebody. And that was, what is meant for you will not pass you by. And I used to be like, what the fuck is that? What's meant for you, you got to reach out and grab that shit. You got to go. And so I thought, with this situation, I needed to reach out and grab this. And when in fact, that was the worst thing I could have done, was stick my hand in that. I should have let it go and let the cards fall where they may. That would have saved a whole lot of time, energy, and maybe my coach's punching bag would still be up on the wall. But I understand this now, after this 2.5 weeks experience with what is meant for you will not pass you by. What is meant for me will not pass me by. If it's meant to be, it will come to me. I don't have to hold on to it tight. It should fall into my hand. Obviously, things take work. They take effort. They take dedication. But also, I shouldn't have to force this interaction. I shouldn't have to forcibly make things work. It should be somewhat easy. Some things that you've got to fight for. There's some things that you just have to fight for to get it. So you got to claw, scratch, punch, kick, bite, choke your way to certain things. And then there are some things, like I feel like with love, that it will just come to you. You can't chase that. You can't claw or scratch your way or bite your way or choke your way or kick your way into this. It just comes to you. It just happens to you. And when it does happen to you, you know it. You feel it. You get the butterflies. You get it. I saw somebody the other day that looked just like her, and I got excited. Not because in a romantic way, but I just got excited to see her spirit. I'm like, hey, yo, that is what I'm talking about. Is that excitement? You just feel it. I've been there. When I think about the first time I fell in love with somebody, now this is a download. This is a secret shit that I'm gonna bombshell that I'm gonna motherfucking drop. I might have talked about it in the earlier days of Rambo Radio. This kind of love, super top secret. She and I were not out of the closet. I mean, obviously, it's pretty obvious I'm pretty gay. So, but I wasn't publicly saying that I was, but you could just tell that I was. But she was not. And she had a boyfriend at the time. But we were into each other. We were into each other so much that it was almost violent. We could not keep our hands off each other. We had to see each other, whether it was in passing in between classes, whether it was notes. Even back then, Messenger, AOL Messenger, we'd talk to each other. She would tell other people to send me messages. We would see each other. Sometimes we wouldn't even, because I'm at a Christian school. We're at a Christian school. There were two girls that got caught making out in the bathroom and they got kicked out of school. So this was some super down low shit. We would just look at each other and we knew. We felt it. You feel it. You feel that kind of love where it's just violent. It just stirs within you. And she and I obviously didn't work out because both of us were not out of the closet. Both of us were in the closet. Both of us coming from Christian families. We were just not in the space to be public with each other. And then on top of that, she had a boyfriend. And I told her from the jump, like, I'm not going to be with somebody who's with somebody else. Like, that's fucked up, you know? And so she wanted to be with me, but didn't want to let go of that image that she had. I have a boyfriend. I'm doing this. My parents love this about me. Everybody loves me for this, this, and this. I'm studious, you know, all this stuff. And I'm glad. I'm so glad. Once I graduated, once I left high school, that shit ended. There are times, don't get me wrong, there are times where, she was so steamy. God damn. There are times where even today, where she has seen me and she has grabbed me like we are still in high school. Now she married with a husband and kids, and she's still grabbing me like we're in high school. I'm like, whoa, player. Don't get me in trouble. No. Can't be doing that. The urge is there, but she and I both know that it just can't happen. We just cannot be together. It's just not who she is. I know who I am, but it's just not who she is. And the moment I left high school and we tried to interact with each other outside of high school, I felt that she was ashamed to be with me. And once I felt that, I was like, shoot, it's gone. The feeling is gone. And I didn't really get that feeling again till I met till I met the old. Till I met the old, you know who. Till I met the old big kibosh, and I felt those feelings again. And because I felt those feelings, I got caught up in that. But I also failed to recognize that I also had some bad intuition as well too. But I ignored that because I felt those same feelings I felt before with the first one, with this other chick, with this high school sweetheart. And I'm like, damn, it's happening again. So with this other chick, I didn't feel that. And so that should have been my indicator. And it kind of was like, hey, I'm not feeling that. But I'm like, oh, well, let's just keep trying. Damn. But trust the process. Trust your gut. I know that it won't let you down. And I know that when the right person comes along, I'm going to feel that. But I'm also going to pay attention to how precisely that feels. If I feel like I want to throw up, like how I felt about my last long-term ex. Oh, shit. Run for the hills. God damn. But if I get those butterfly feelings, like I felt the first time, that was just a good vibration, a sweet sensation. It's got your good vibration. Okay, I'm gonna not do that anymore because of my voice, but y'all understand. It's just there. You can't fake that. You can't force that. Ain't that something? The body is amazing. I'm just obsessed. I'm just obsessed and staying in tune with this vibration. And if I feel that energy, then I'm gonna go with it. And if I don't feel that energy now, I'm going to tell somebody straight up like, yo, I am not feeling that energy. Let's just be cool, you know? Let's just be homies. So, that's that. Arrivederci. On to the next. On to the next. Mother's Day was a bit bizarre. I went to go see the parentals and was chatting with my parents, and of course they're doing the usual. My mom's watching TV in the room and my dad's watching the TV in another room. And I'm like, it's Mother's Day. What the hell y'all doing? So I was trying to ask her about her day and things going on. And she said, darling, I had a dream. I was like, oh no, here we go. What bad news are you about to tell me about my life right now that I don't already know about? Well, darling, I had this terrible dream. I dreamt that the robots were taking over, and I was like, oh my God. I said, Mom, I think you've been watching a little bit too much TV late. How about 9 o'clock, you start turning the TV off and heading to bed? She's like, darling, I think the robots are taking over. You should have seen it. It was like a person. And then, when they shift, when they transform, like the Transformers, and I was like, oh, perfect. This bitch was watching Transformers. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yes, the person was real. And then all of a sudden they did the old Autobots assemble, if you will. They did the old Transformer. And they were not a human, they were a robot. And they were deciding to take over the world. And I became very scared. And I was like, and this is the part where you tell me this has something to do with my life? She's like, no, darling, not this time. But they were just taking over the world, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, Mom, let's go on ahead and cross off watching Transformers late at night and The Matrix late at night. And what's the other one? Fucking with Alicia Vikander? Ex Machina. There we go. That's it. Mom, no more Ex Machina. None of that stuff late at night. Okay? He just this is getting a little too much and it's clouding up your dreams. So UFC recap. Insane fights this weekend. Let me just talk about the three That was Michael Chandler with the most insane field goal kick on Tony Ferguson's chin. Holy shit. I could not believe it. I was so surprised, but not. I figured Ferguson would get knocked out or at least dropped, but he would survive and it would be a decision. But goddamn, Michael Chandler found the motherfucking button and good for him. I don't know where this leaves Tony, but I wish that he would retire now. Please, sir, no more punishment. Stop it. Just stop. It's over, man. How much more CTE do you need? Stop, please. I don't ever want to see Tony Ferguson fight again. If he wants to do combat jiu-jitsu or jiu-jitsu tournaments all day, go for it, man. Go for it. But to keep getting in there in the cage and getting concussed and having your head bashed in, oh, it's a nightmare. Please, no more. I don't want to see it. Thug Rose, well, I have an interesting take on Thug Rose, and my thought is this. She's an emotional fighter. And if something is going on, then, it affects her very dearly. Now, with that being said, she is also the champ. And you have to show me, in order to get the belt, you need to beat the champ. And so Carla Esparza had several takedowns, but there were only 2 takedowns that I saw in the whole 25 minutes that it took Rose a long time to get up. The rest of her takedowns, there was like 6 or 7 of the fuckers, Rose got right up right away. That ain't a takedown. You took her down and she got right up. That don't count. That don't fucking count, judges. And of course, I am emotionally biased because I love Thug Rose and I despise Carla Esparza. Not because she wrestles, but she just, that's all she does is wrestle. And I love wrestling, but you got to do something else. You can't just wrestle fuck everybody the whole time. And that's what she's been doing. And it's really annoying. She's just Khabibing everybody. And God bless you. That's a talent. But however, people want to see you strike, fam. And we know your striking is shite, okay? We know it's fucking gobshite. So obviously you're going to stick to the things you're good at. Cool. Rose is the better striker, hands down. And if she would have emotionally showed up, I feel like Rose would have definitely knocked her out. Now, because of the tentativeness and whatever emotional roller coaster Rose was on that night, she was just backing up, and Carla was coming forward. But Carla wasn't really throwing anything either. Okay, it was mostly just like a couple air jabs and let me take you down. And then Rose gets back up. So I just feel like Rose won that fight only because you have to really be decisive and beat the champ. But what didn't help her was really the first round. There wasn't a whole lot of punches thrown, and whatever little bitty bit that Carla did, the judges gave her that. So with that being said, looking at the entire picture, I felt that it wasn't enough that Carla Esparza did to win the belt, but according to the points, based on the points, because Thug Rose really didn't do anything, they had to give it to Carla. So there goes that. So I never, ever, ever, ever want to see that fucking fight again. It was fucking boring as hell, and I believe the fans would have to agree with me. That fight was gobshite. Now, to Charles Oliveira. I have been a ride or die Charles Oliveira fan since a long time. This fight, I had to go for Gaethje because I was told that Charles Oliveira did not make weight. I had no idea the scale was fucked up. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just hearing that Charles Oliveira is a fucking cheater and he didn't make weight. So that pissed me off because as a UFC fighter, your one job is to make weight. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's the hardest part, is making weight. You make an agreement. You sign the contract that you are going to be this weight at this time at this date. After that, you can eat all the tiramisu you want, you get all the pizza you want, burgers, whatever the fuck. Just make weight. So I am hearing that the scale was fucked up. I don't know what the hell happened, but he didn't make weight. So that pissed me off, so I changed my pick. Had he made weight, I would have picked Charles Oliveira. Hands down. So I picked Gaethje on the chance that merely some magic would happen. And of course, Charles Oliveira smoked this cat. And not just with striking. It wasn't a very long fight. He choked his ass out. And you have to understand, when you are going to the ground with a black belt, and not just any black belt, a Brazilian who is from Brazil, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt from Brazil, from the favelas, fam. You are in the water. You are chumming the water, okay? This is a shark coming to get your neck, and that is exactly what he did. He choked him out. And Could not believe the rudimentary, and maybe he has good jiu-jitsu defense, but because Charles is that good, it just made Justin look like he had zero defense to this choke. There was no attempt to get on the other side of the legs. It was just once he had it wrapped around him, it was over. I can't even remember. He may or may not have had a body lock. So if you got a body lock, obviously you're not going to get out on the legs. It's very hard. But if it was loose, goddamn, I believe there was a body lock on. So, okay, I'll give Justin the credit for that. But the hands, you got to fight the hands. You got to fight the hands better, man. Come on, bro. Come on. This was to honor the memory of your grandfather who passed away. Hell, when I roll, it's not even for nothing. Obviously, it's not Charles Oliveira, but I've rolled with some black belts. And when they get your neck, it's fucking over. But you better believe I am fighting to a fucking T. I've been in some dark spots. I mean, I've been in some chokes where nobody thought I was coming out of that. And even the person choking me was like, there's no fucking way out of this. And I got out of it. So, time and a place, situational. Kudos to Justin Gaethje. Charles Oliveira is the motherfucking man. I beg of you, you have to make the fucking Dariush Gaethje and now Islam Oliveira fight. Islam Makhachev, okay? That has to happen. I do not want to see Conor McGregor, Charles Oliveira. No, stop it. I know this is a big money fight for Charles, but please, for the love of God, I don't want to see these two. Mostly Conor. I just don't want to see him fight anymore. I'm over it, man. I'm over the excuses. Obviously, he's got a steel rod in his leg, but just the shit talking, it's just like, it's not even creative anymore. It's just like now we're attacking people's wives, and women and children are off limits to me. That's just not a place that you should go. So, bruh, I'm out. I'm over it. So, this weekend we have picks. I'm going to make picks. I don't normally like to make picks this early in the week because I like to see if people make weight. That is really the deciding factor that I wait. That's why most of the time I don't give you guys picks, because a lot of people don't make weight. So I'm going to give you picks and pray that they make weight. First off, I have Andre Petrosky. I have Tetsuro Taira, Angela Hill, Alan Patrick, Vivian Arejo, Alan Nacimiento, Manuel Torres, Amanda Ribas, Davey Grant, Ryan Spann, Jan Mlakowicz, and that is going to do it for my UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me, who cares? Let's watch the fucking fights. I did shit picks, so I really want to try and make it up for y'all and give you some good goddamn picks and make some paper. That is going to do it for me, folks. I will talk to y'all next week. Much love and much love, and thank you so much once again for you listening, downloading, sharing, talking about the show, telling me things about the show, what you like, what you don't like, because somebody at my sponsor somehow heard my show or something. I don't know, but word of mouth, it's working. People are listening and people want to sponsor the show. So I am excited for the future of Rambo per Radio, and I'm excited for y'all because I'm hoping that a good future is going to bring forth good content for this show and something that you guys will love to listen and download and keep telling your friends about for many, many, many years to come. This is Rambo for Radio. I'm out. Peace. Oh, fuck. Welcome to Rambo per Radio. I'm your host, Jen T, and I have lost my voice due to the amount of partying I've been doing this past weekend. Oh my God. Oh, guys. I'm so sorry. The audio might be slightly terrible. My voice is super, super fucked. Everything else has been Gucci. I've had good energy, just haven't been sleeping well. I'm sure y'all know why. But yeah, just partying too hard, not sleeping. It finally caught up with me. So I'm just embracing the suck at the moment, and I've really been trying to preserve my voice for the show. I almost wasn't even going to do an episode this week, but things have been happening, and I just need to get them off my chest, so that way I don't, end up in jail for assault or anything like that. At the time, I had a feeling when this individual, when I had asked for an ETA on the second date, that she was busy with a work trip, and I totally understand. But just even before that, it was like I wasn't feeling too good about our initial date, but she said it was okay. Like, she was vibing me, so I was like, all right. And who knows, maybe she was just saying that to be nice, probably. But yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. But my thought was, if you're really into somebody, there's some sort of communication, and there wasn't really a whole lot going on. So I was just like, man, we're just going to text each other like once a week or something. That's kind of weird. And then, just the distance, and I'm sure if that were something to be pursued, like, all right, we can't date on the fucking phone forever. Like, we're going to have to meet in person, and how's that going to work? But it never even made it past that, so I don't have to worry about that. I just, she's a fucking badass, so sweet lady. Nothing personal. I just know that there's just a saying that when you want something, you go after it, and to know that our initial meeting was, hey, she was into me, so I'm like, all right, cool. Then there would be some sort of pursuit, but there wasn't a pursuit, and then maybe I thought, oh, maybe I wasn't doing the right thing by pursuing her more. I felt like I sort of was, but then, like, I caught a vibe like, oh, maybe you're just doing too much. You just need to take it easy and just let her go on her own pace or whatever. And then it was just like a week. And then it was just like, all right, well, that old saying, when you make time, you make time for things that matter to you. So I was just like, all right, it's not really a thing for her. She's working, and, being as attractive as she is, you have options. So I just figured she probably already met somebody else, and she's just busy doing that, or just, working, and it just wasn't a vibe. And it sucks because I liked her, and I'm glad my voice is fucked up so you don't have to hear the disappointment. You can't really read my emotions right now because my voice is all over the fucking place, and thank God, because it sucks. I guess the worst bit is the embarrassment. Once again, it's like, I told a bunch of people, I told y'all to cross your fucking balls and your tits. You'd be dead by now if you were waiting for me to get lucky with a lady. Oh, shit. So it's like, damn. But I did learn a valuable lesson once again, is that I went through my phone. There were some things that I had, some little reminders I had left in my phone from other previous experiences. And rule number 1, never like somebody more than they like you. So that was the first rule I broke. And then the second one was the fucking video from the Towie show that I watch, where these two guys, they stuck flowers up their butts and sent the pictures to girls they like, and they got dates. So I was like, fuck, I forgot to stick the flowers up my butt. Oh my God. oh shit. So I was like, damn it, I should ask her what roses she likes. I can stick these up my ass. But I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been just, too much. Because I still hadn't even really gotten a read on her as far as like what's going on. So me just sending a picture of my fucking bum with flowers in it might be weird. Oh, shit. But damn, it's yeah. I guess really the hard thing was, it was just keeping me up at night, was the embarrassment, knowing that within the first week, or at least by last week's episode air date, I knew it was kind of over. It just sucked because I really wanted that to work out. I felt like there was a vibe there, some sort of understanding, and she's really cute. And I guess the embarrassment and the shame is the hard part, because I fucking told everybody and I got just way too excited about it. And I learned a lesson that, the most important lesson I learned is, I will never tell y'all on here. I will never tell any of my friends. I definitely didn't tell any family, because holy shit, they're already just clowning me for my past lady choices. So I just don't tell my family about it. And yeah, I guess the big thing is really just holy shit, where the fuck did it go? Fuck. Yeah. I learned there it is. The most important lesson I learned is that I'm just not gonna tell anybody anything until after the wedding's over. That will save myself the embarrassment. Because what the hell, man? It sucks. It sucks when you don't get it right. And what's really hard is I have a certain group of friends who live for shredding me to bits, that I can't get this done, that I can't get a girlfriend, and it is a topic of amusement in the group chat. And yeah, it sucks because I have to face them, and they're laughing at me, and it's a bummer because I can't get it right, and I really want to, because I know I can get this done. I know that there's somebody out there. I know there's maybe nobody out there now after they hear my fucking voice. But I just know that somebody's out there, and I really want to give the group chat the old middle finger, like, fuck you, I found somebody. But for now, I guess it's another time period of just being shred to bits. And yeah, it sucks. It fucking sucks. But yeah, I'll just tell y'all after the wedding. That way you don't have to hear about it. So you don't have to, fuck. That way you don't have to hear about it. That way you don't have to cross your balls. You don't have to cross your tits. You don't have to suffocate yourself crossing your neck or anything, wishing me good luck or anything, because I guess it's not going to happen for a while. So, yeah, I'm sure a few of you who are in my group chat and who do listen to this show are waiting for me to say the words back to the drawing board.